Hey guys, what is going on? In this one, we're going to be going over a item sorter, the most simple one that you can make. My name is Dusty Dude, and I do Minecraft automation, and let's get right into this video. So the way this sorter works is you have all the items that it's going to sort out right here. You just have an input, which I mean, you could just use a line of hoppers, coming from a farm or something like that. Or you can just have a chest where you have the input going. These are all items that will not be sorted, stuff like the redstone and the dropper and all that. And then we have all these items right here, which all of these will get sorted. So if we wait for this to go and run and do its thing, we'll see that all the items I put in first will all just end up out here. So these are all the items that didn't actually don't get sorted by this machine. So let's go ahead and get these back in our inventory. And you see everything else is going through. Now we have all the dye right here, all the granite, everything gets sorted correctly. So I think this is pretty straightforward. This has overflow protection with this dropper right here. And as long as you have one hopper, if you want to do this with a hopper line, one hopper that controls everything that goes in here, then you're not going to have any problems with this sorting everything out. It's super compact, as you can see. That's all you really need. So let's go ahead and get right into this build. I'm going to put the comment highlight on the screen right now. If you want one of your comments to be highlighted in one of my future videos, all you have to do is leave a nice comment below. Also, if you want to suggest any future farms, you can do that in the comments below, or you can join my Discord. The link to join the Discord is below. Okay, let's get back into the content. So we're going to go ahead and start with the overflow. We're just going to do a chest with a hopper going into it like that. Now we can have a line of hoppers just going over the top. For this one, let's just go ahead and do 4 different hoppers that we're actually going to be, or 4 different chests that we're going to be sorting stuff out of. I forgot to mention everything that's up here in the top hotbar, the top of my inventory right here. That is all the items you need. You are going to need some building blocks, and you can use glass. I just want to use glass so that we can go ahead and see into the farm. So I'm going to be using glass. You don't need any of these blocks. These were just items I was using for sorting. Once we have that line of hoppers, let's go ahead and just put all of our chests right here. So let's go ahead and do 4 of them for this tutorial. Get your hoppers again and put hoppers into the back of each of those. And what these things are going to look like is you need 3 long, you need 1 in the back like so, and then you need 1 down here, and then you just need 1 on top like that. To make one of these modules, all you got to do is put a comparator on top, a line of redstone down to here. And I forgot to include a repeater in the list of items you need, but you do need a repeater. That's going to go right there. And then you can go ahead and put your redstone torch like that. So now this thing is all ready. We're going to do some stuff with the actual sorting. So the next step would actually be to take out these hoppers. We are going to put hoppers there, but they need to face into the comparators in the back like that. Once we have that all done, you need to get a filter material. I'm just going to use cobblestone, but to be safe, you should rename something. I know a lot of people just rename the material like item filter or material filter, something along those lines. You can just fill this up. It's going to drain all of these, then it's going to drain until there's 8 left here. So if we take those out and we put the 8 there, that's all good to go. This one's ready to sort items. If we just put 1 in there. Now this module is all ready to go, and this is going to filter out birch logs. So if we take out the materials that went through and we go ahead and put birch logs in here, as you can see, all the birch logs are going to end up in here. So that's what it should look like when it's all filled. You can use filter materials just in here to make sure that, no cobblestone gets in here, because if cobblestone does end up getting put into the input, it's gonna break. Yeah, it's gonna break the filter because it just ends up here, and that pushes out the filter material and the whole thing breaks. And this thing is completely tileable, so we can put all these next to each other, and what we need to do is literally just build this up the same exact way for all of the iterations that we want to tile this for. So you can see I tiled it all the way like this. Now you just need to put the blocks on top and the redstone on top of that. Then we can put the blocks here, put in the comparators, and we're all good to go. Let's take away this line of hoppers across the top and just put hoppers facing into each of these comparators. Make sure you get in the right place and not on top of it like I did right there. And now we need to set up all the filters for here for all of these hoppers as well. As you can see here, it doesn't matter how you put these in. You just need 44 other items as the filter material. So in all these ones, I did 12, 12, 12, and 8, but in this one, you can do 13, 13, 13, and 5. Just make sure that no other cobblestone or whatever material you use can get in here. Otherwise, you will break the filter. Once we get all the filters in place, what you need to do is make a little barrier or a little canal that we can put water in so that water will flow and carry the water or the items along the hoppers. So once we have all this in place, you just need to make a tube for them all. If you don't put a roof on this, some of the items will pop out. That's why I only have it on half of it. And then this section, the canal's all ready to go. Now we just need to put the input into this thing. Let's put a hopper on top of this dropper, and the dropper needs to be facing in to the water stream. That isn't a dispenser, that's a dropper, so make sure you have the right one. And then we can just put an input chest on top of it like that. Now we just need to make a little redstone circuit that will power anytime that there's items inside of this dropper. So to do that, we need to put a building block right there. It doesn't have to be iron, but I just like using iron. Put a comparator on top of that. Put a block right in front of where the comparator is facing. Put another block looking like that. And then we just need another block on top of it. And we need redstone dust right on top of both of those blocks. Make sure you put a block there just because you need to block this redstone dust. Put another block on the side of where the redstone dot was, another block there and a block there, and this one can be a redstone dust. And then we also need another repeater right here, and make sure this is set to at least 1 tick, and that's just to handle any overflow that we can get. If that's not set to a tick, then it can break this whole circuit. Now this thing is all done. I have mine set up to take out birch logs, sand, jungle logs, and dirt. So if I put any of those items in, they will get sorted correctly. And I also have acacia logs, so let's go ahead and put that in, let this run, and look where everything ended up. Okay, so now this thing is run and it's completely stopped, and we can see all the dirt ended up in the dirt one, all the jungle logs, sand, and birch logs all ended up where they were supposed to be. All the jungle and all the acacia logs all ended up in the overflow chest, so this chest is put here just for all the overflow. So that's it for this build right here. Pretty straightforward, but I know a lot of my viewers have been asking for this build right here. So hopefully this helps a lot of you out. This is the most simple item sorter that there is right now. So go ahead and build this in your world and stay organized. I hope this helped you out. If it did, definitely leave a like. That does help me out a lot. I'd love to see you in all of my future content. And a way that you can do that is by subscribing, turning on the bell notification so that you can show up in all of my future content. Cool. See you in the next one. Bye for now.